In this video, we're going to focus on how we can get in a floating bar chart, or more specifically, this looks very similar to what we call a waterfall chart, where it goes up and down, but we can calculate the difference in the tooltip instead of getting the starting and ending value. And you can see here it goes up or down with 3, or this one is 9 difference. It starts here up and then goes down, and here same story. So let's start to explore how we can do this in our tooltip to calculate the difference instead of the starting and ending value. In this video, we're going to focus on a question of a viewer, which is how to calculate the difference between the start and end value in a tooltip in Chartjs. And this question came from one of my other videos about how to create a waterfall chart in Chartjs, where the question arises of how to get the difference between that, so you only know the difference on this. However, I couldn't find the question here. Luckily, I was able to grab it from my email. I saw the email question, at least, or the comment there, which was from Stephen Chang 96. So a special thank you to Stephen for asking the question. And this is what he was asking: is there a way to change the tooltip to show the value difference between the start and end value? Alright, yes, of course there is. So let's start to work on that. So the first thing what we're going to do here is to get our default code. To get our default code, we need to go to chartjs3.com, getting started, and you might notice this, for some reason Google Chrome gives me this error. Anyway, let's copy all of this code, and once you have this code, you can watch also this video if you want to understand what that code does. And what we're going to do with the code, you're going to paste that in here. I'm going to cut out the title and put that title in here. Save this, refresh. Alright, so now we have this, and what I want to do very quickly is to create a floating bar chart type very similar to this, except I will not spend much time on the colors and all the advanced adjustments. If you want to, watch this video here on how to create a waterfall chart, because it's quite interesting. Anyway, what I will do here is I'll just convert this quickly to a floating bar chart, and to do that I need to adjust this here. I'm going to say here data, and in this data column bracket, and in here we put another bracket, and this will give us our starting and ending value. So what I will do is I will just copy this structure here. So I say 18, so we start at 18, or we can start at 0 and then we go to 18. And then here, then we have from 18, we're going down to 12. And then we're going here, we are from 12 to 6, comma. And then we have here again, we say here from 6 going to 9. And then here, well, let me just put in multiple brackets so we don't have to spend much time on that. Comma, comma, oh. Then here 9, comma, 12. 12, comma, 3, and then finally 3, comma, 9. So if I save this now, refresh, let's see. Alright, the reason why we are not drawing anything here because we are forgetting our comma here. Save that, refresh. There you are. So now we have a very simple floating bar chart here. If you want to make it a bit more fancy, just get just a single color, that's fine. Save that. There we are. Alright, so what I want to do finally is at least to remove the or add up here the border line here, which is a skip border. So we say skip border equals false. So we have here the item, of course, comma here, save that. There we are. Oh, a border skipped, sorry, that's the right term. Border skipped. Exactly the opposite. There we are. So now what we're going to do is basically calculate the difference. So how do we calculate the difference? Because you might say, well, we can get it from here. But this is not possible, and the reason why is we can get here 18, or we need to figure out what's the highest. Because if you do 18 minus, or let's say here we can get this one, we say the highest value minus the lowest value, or at least the last value minus this. 18 minus 0 would be 18, and then here 12, or 12 minus 18 would be minus 6, and then we have here again minus 6. And I'm not sure if that is desirable. If that is desirable, that would be the easiest way to do it. We just grab this data here. Most of the time you might say you don't want a negative number, but you just want a difference. So we're going to grab the difference now here. How do we do this? Well, for this, we're going to work in the tooltip. And in the tooltip, after the skills, I'm going to say comma here. We're going to say plugins. And in the plugins, we're going to put in curly braces. And we say tooltip. And then in the tooltip, what we want to do here basically is we're going to create a callback. And this is a callbacks with an S. That's only in the tooltip. We have callbacks. And in here, we're going to focus on the label. So what I really want to do here, I want to remove whatever is in here and put it with the right item. So let's say the difference, 6 or 18. Here will be different 6. This should be different 6 again, 3, 3, etc., etc. However, it should not be negative or positive. Doesn't matter for me. But I will show you as well how you can do negative and positive as well if that is desirable. So what we're going to do here is in the label, I want to put in here curly braces, parentheses, sorry. Let me grab here the context parameter or argument. And what we're going to do here is basically we're going to grab this value and then we're going to say here, because this is a callback function, so we're going to use here the arrow function expression to say this is a function and this function will do the following. Well, right now I want to do nothing, but I want to grab here the context. And if you understand this here, the label is pinpointing basically the inner part, basically this part here with the square color or the color square and the weekly sales. So what I want to do here is just do console log and just show what is in the context. If I save this, refresh, open up the developer tab, then you can see here, if I hover over it, there you are. We grab certain values. We get the formatted value, you get everything here. You can see here the formatted values, and you can get here the parsed value and the raw values. So this would be one of the options. If you want to have the negative and the positive, I would say go for the raw value here, which would say here raw. Let's grab this. I'm going to show you exactly how you can grab this. Dot raw. And we can say here raw. First one would be 0, and the other one would be 1. So I would say raw 1 minus raw 0, which will get us the raw values. So if I save this, refresh, move over it, you can see here we get these numbers. What I want to do just for now, I'll say here return, and then we're going to grab this here. Save that, there you are. Now you can say here, look, there we are, or we can say here, maybe still, let's do a concatenation here. Now it's a plus. The value is the value or total sales. Sales is, save that, refresh. You can see here now, oh, are we returning any values? Plus, minus that. Alright. What I want to do here, because this is a concatenation, so that probably will give us a slightly issue. So what we can do here, maybe that will be better. I'll say a constant div equals. Alright, sorry, that was blocking our view. But constant div equals, so you get the difference. And just say here, div. So if I save that, we should now, oh, unexpected identifier on 92. Of course, that plus to have a concatenation. So now we should see here, there you are. Sales. Yeah, maybe I think it would be a space here would be more appreciated. There we are. Sales equals minus, 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 3 plus, minus. Alright, so you can see this here. However, maybe this is not really what you want. So, well, there's two ways to do it. You can do it the quick way, or we can do it the nice official way. So I'm going to show you a quick way. So we could do with the constant here. Let's say constant absolutes or positive value. Let's say this positive value would be this. But this I would, well, you could do this. Is it recommended? Not really. I would not say. Absolute, and basically we get this. What happens now if you do this? Let's grab this and put it in here. Save that. It will convert it now always in a positive no matter what, as you can see here. What happened? It just gets the value. Whatever is on there, like the negative, positive symbols, will be all removed. So that's one way, but I don't like this way. I like the most professional way, would be this. Alright, so we're going to do here a constant. Let's go here back into context. So console log, because there is a built-in structure already, so we don't have to do much effort. I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to comment this out. We don't need that. Save that, refresh. Alright, so let's open up here. Then we go to parse. And in the parse, we have here the underscore custom. And you can see here the values. And this is very nice because you can see here the highest and the lowest value, but also the starting point and the ending point. So And this is of course also done with understanding the waterfall chart. It's the same in there. I'm using the same, oh sorry, that's not it. This is the one. I'm using the same methodology in here. But then what I want to do here is I want to get the minimum and maximum value. And the minimum and maximum doesn't indicate which one is the well, will indicate what's the highest and the lowest, but not on the chronological order. Meaning, for example, here, if I go on this one, you would see here on the parse custom, the starting value is 18, or here bar end and bar start. However, max and min doesn't look at when it starts or when it ends. So if it goes up or down, who cares? It will only say what is the highest value, what is the lowest value. And that's what I want to grab. So how to get this? It's in parse._custom.max, and for the min value, exactly the same, but then .min. So let's do this here. So I'm going to say grab the parse._custom.max, and then we do here for the minus value. Save that, refresh. Now if I hover over, you always see these values. Beautiful. So you always see the differences. So what we could do here is just very simple. I'll just say a constant equals well, max equals that. And then we also do another constant equals min. And the min, constant min equals that. So if I have this, what I want to do next is the final one is the difference. So I say here diff equals min and max, and then after we can just put it here nicely. So we say max minus min. That's the way to do it. That's constant. But to grab this, so we can say here sales, let's say here the difference is that. Alright, save this. We could even do an easier way to do it, but that doesn't matter for now. Alright, you have this here, that, and there you are. So you can see here now this is exactly the same way, except it's just a bit more easier to read. No tricks to calculate that, because this is very useful for you. So that's basically how you can do it. This is one of the best ways to do it. Very straightforward. So if you want to go more deeper into the waterfall chart here, which I have, you scroll down here. I had a comment here from Rokubu Hake and asking different topics, and I have multiple videos as well in here, how to show the connecting lines, how to do first line unique color, maybe like these have special different colors. There's a lot more you can find on this specific video, and it goes quite deep as well.